Dear students, today I am going to teach you as to how to assess the income of cooperative societies. Already I have taught you. Now with the help of certain problems, I will help you further. Okay, this is problem number 7. Already I have solved 6 problems. This is the 7th one. Let me just read out and in the meantime explain the problem. Hiryadka Milk Producers Cooperative Society furnishes the following particulars. Income from the sale of milk and milk products. This will come under the head income from business. Moreover, it will also come under ATP. Next, income from sale of vessels and equipments. Income from sale of vessels and equipments. So this is considered to be income from business. And again, this is taken under the head. Again taken under deduction under ATP. Income from sale of cattle field. This also will come under income from business. And again deduction under ATP. Next, income from letting out vacant land for holding weekly markets. So this will come under income from other sources. So here it will come income from other sources. It's not completed one, and therefore vacant land, this will come under income from other sources. Interest on deposits with Central Cooperative Bank Udupi, this will come under income from other sources. Further, this is also considered for deduction under ATP. Interest on deposit with Manipal Cooperative Employees Cooperative Society, this again will come under income from other sources, and again deduction under ATP. Dividend from cooperative bank, okay, this will come under again income from other sources, then again deduction under ATP. Dividend from a company, actually this item falls under the head income from other sources, but dividend from company is exempt up to 10 lakh rupees. Then interest on deposit with Karnataka Bank, this is the net amount given, so you have to gross it up. Actually the TDS is at the rate of 10%, so that means what you have received is 90%. So 90 is equal to 27,000, 100 is equal to what? That way you have to calculate. So 27,000 into 100 divided by 90. The rent received from letting out shops, okay, this will come under income from house property, that is let out house property. So this is taken as gross annual value. Then local taxes paid on the above. So municipality taxes or local taxes should be deducted. What you get is gross annual value. From that you have to deduct standard deduction under section 24. And interest on loan borrowed for construction of the shops, say 10,000. So this is also to be deducted from annual value. So these 4 items you have to consider. This rent received should be taken as gross annual value. Local taxes should be deducted therefrom. So you will get annual value. Of that 30% you have to deduct as standard deduction. And this item is also a deduction from annual value. The rent from godowns let out for storing agriculture produce, this will come under income from let out property. Of course, again here municipal taxes are not there, but standard deduction is there. Rent from godowns let out to a company for storing supplies, and therefore this also will come under income from let out house property. Donation to Swachh Bharat Kosh, So this is an item relating to 80G. Donation to Swachh Bharat Kosh comes under no limit donations with 100% deduction. So entire 30,000 is qualified for deduction and the rate of deduction is 100%. Donation to local school in cash. So any donation in cash, that's not allowed under 80G. Interest on income tax refund, this will come under income from other sources. Not only that, this is entitled for deduction under 80P. So briefly I have explained everything here. Now we'll go for the solution here. Just see. Income from shops let out. Income from shops let out. Only that much is enough. Shop. This word can be deleted. So 54,000. Municipal taxes paid. So that is 4,000. It's clearly given here. You see. Rent received from letting out shops. So 54,000. Therefrom you have to deduct 4,000. Then interest borrowed also should be deducted 10,000 here. Before that 30% of this annual value. So 50,000 into 30%. So 15,000 is the standard deduction. So why standard deduction? Standard deduction is to meet certain expenses relating to that building. And therefore to cover that, standard deduction is allowed. And then interest on loan is 10,000. So total deduction under section 24 is 25,000. From annual value, if you deduct these 25,000, you get balance 25,000 rupees. So that is from income from shops let out. Now look at the next one. Rent from godowns let out for storing agriculture produce. So 24,000. This is taken as gross annual value. And there are no municipal taxes relating to this property. So nil. So what you get is annual value. On this you have to calculate standard deduction. That is 30%. So 7,200. So there is no an expense called that is interest on loan. There is no such item. Therefore 7,200 should be deducted from 24,000. So income from this let out property is 16,800. This is let out for storing agriculture produce. Therefore that also comes under 80P. Next, income from godown let out for commercial purpose. So 32,000 rupees. And municipal taxes are not there. And then yes, annual value will get standard deduction is 30%. So there are three items under let out house property. Yes. Next one is business income. Income from the sale of milk and milk products. Already I told you 2,40,000. Income from sale of vessels and equipments. So 74,000. Income from sale of cattle field. Okay, that is 54,000. And then next thing is so together it is 3,72,000. The capital gains are nil. Income from other sources. Income from letting out vacant land 3,000. This will not come under income from house property, whereas it will come under income from other sources. Interest on income tax refund, separate note has been given regarding this item later on. Interest on deposits with Central Cooperative Bank Udupi 2,80,000. This also comes under 80P. This also will come under 80P. Interest on deposit with Manipal Employees Cooperative Society, that's also comes under income from other sources, and further it comes under 80P. Dividend from cooperative bank, okay, and this again will come under 80P. Dividend from a company, I have already told you it is exempt up to 10 lakh. Earlier entire amount was exempt, but now recently a limit has been fixed, ceiling has been fixed. So up to 10 lakh it is exempt, over and above that it is taxable. Interest on deposit with Karnataka Bank, net amount is given. Now you have to gross it up. So 27,000 into 100 by 90, so you'll get 30,000. So gross total income is 8,93,400. Now let's go for deduction under section 80, and one of them is 80G, donation to Swachh Bharat Kosh. Already I told you that falls under no limit donations. Whatever may be the donation, entire amount is considered for calculating 80G, and then 100% deduction is allowed on that donation. So 30,000 is the deduction under 80G. Okay, then comes 80P. So yes, so deduction under 80P, all deductions except 80P under from gross total income you have to deduct all other deductions except 80P, and then you have to calculate. Okay, income from the sale of milk and milk products 2,40,000, and then income from sale of vessels and equipments, already I told you. Income from sale of cattle field to members, that is 58,000. Income from godowns, agriculture purposes, so 16,800. Interest on income tax refund, separate notice they are relating to this item. Interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Bank 2,80,000. Interest on deposit with Central Cooperative Bank Udupi, yes, I already told you. Interest on deposit with Manipal Employees Cooperative Bank, Cooperative Society 1,15,000. Dividend from a cooperative bank 25,000. So total deduction under 80P is 8,43,000. So you'll get 50,400 balance. If you deduct this value from the gross total income of 8,93,400, what you get is 50,400. Now you have to compute the tax on that. First 10,000 rate is 10%, so 1,000. Next 10,000 rate is 20%, 2,000. Now what remains? 50,400 minus these 10,000 each, so 20,000 you have to deduct. What remains is 30,400. On that you have to calculate 30%. As a result, you will get 9,120. Alright, so what you get now is 12,120. Actually, on this, if the income is more than 1 crore, actually, yes, there is a surcharge of yes, it is 12%. In my previous explanation, I made a mistake. I told you what is applicable to individuals. I told you if it is more than 50 lakh, 10%, and if it is more than 1 crore, it is 12%. 15%. I told. I'm subject to correction. If it is more than 1 crore, okay, 12% surcharge is applicable. All right. So here it is not applicable because the taxable amount is very, very low, and therefore surcharge is not applicable. But education, health and education is applicable at the rate of 4%, and that is 485. So total tax liability is 12,606. But this has to be rounded off to the nearest 10, so that comes to 12,610. And next thing is some of the notes. Already I explained, income from sale of vessels and equipment is considered incidental to dairy business, hence fully deducted under 80P. If it is considered as other business, then limit is 50,000. Okay, yes. So this is taken as part and parcel of business, incidental to business. That's why entire amount is taken. But if you take it as income from other business, this is not a cooperative society, consumer cooperative society. Therefore, in that case, you have to take 50,000. If you consider it as other business, you have to take it as 50,000. Otherwise, you have to take full amount because it is part of its business. Income from letting out vacant land is not eligible for 80P. Okay, interest on IT refund, income tax refund, is deductible under section 80P, as it is received from the government, and this is held in one of the cases, that is Maharashtra Cooperative Bank Limited versus Commissioner of Income Tax, held in 2010. Dividend from companies is exempt from tax up to 10 lakh. Interest on deposit with commercial bank is not deducted under section 80P. This is of course an item of income from other business, other sources rather, but deduction is not allowed under 80P. Donation to Swachh Bharat Kosh is allowed 100% without limits. Donation in cash exceeding 2000 is not deductible under 80G, and that is why this item is not at all considered, like this one. Donation to local school in cash, if it is just 2000, that would have been considered. Of course, that would have been considered under with limit donations and with 50% deduction. But here the donation is about 2000 in cash, so entire amount is disallowed. And I have already told you, for example, that is interest on deposit with Karnataka Bank. This is not falling under 80P. Then dividend from a company, that is exempt. And then yes, so these are some of the items. I hope you have understood. Let me quickly run through the item once again. Income from sale of milk and milk products. It's an item of business income and it is deductible under 80P. Income from sale of vessels and equipments. This is also an item of income from business, and moreover, since this is considered to be incidental to business, so entire amount is taken. But if you consider that as part of other business, then this is not a consumer cooperative society, therefore only 50,000 is considered. On the other hand, if it is a consumer cooperative society and if you take it as income from other business, then it can go up to 1 lakh, but here it is just 74,000. In that case, you have to take 74,000. Of course, this is not a consumer cooperative society and we have taken it as part of its business, therefore entire amount is taken as business income. Income from sale of cattle field, this also comes under income from business and falls under 80P. Income from letting out vacant land for holding weekly markets falls under income from other sources and no deduction is available for 80P. Interest on deposits with Central Cooperative Bank Udupi comes under income from other sources and also under 80P. Interest on deposit with Manipal Cooperative Employees Cooperative Society comes under income from other sources, again under 80P. Dividend from a cooperative bank, okay, income from other sources and again under 80P. Dividend from a company, income from other sources, but it is exempt, so it is not to be taken. And interest on deposit with Karnataka Bank falls under income from income from other sources, and this is not to be taken under 80P because gross total income exceeds 20,000. Rent received from letting out shops, okay, 54,000. This comes under income from let out house property. These are the related items I already explained, and that will not come under 80P. Rent from godowns let out for storing agriculture produce, definitely this comes under income from let out house property, and since it is for storing agriculture produce, that will come under 80P, deduction under 80P. And then next thing is rent from godown let out to a company for storing supplies, so comes under income from let out house property, but no deduction is available for that. Donation to Swachh Bharat Kosh, deduction under 80G, no limit, 100% deduction. Donation to local school in cash, not allowed under 80G because the payment is in cash, donation is in cash, and the amount exceeds 2,000. Interest on income tax refund comes under income from other sources as well as under 80P. And how to compute the taxes, all those things you already learnt. So by this I have completed this problem. Thank you for listening to me.